To the gentleman in the Wayne County Jail, or Macomb County Jail. What is your name?
Kwame Thomas.
Morning, Mr. Thomas. Is there a counsel here on for Mr. Thomas? Okay, Mr. Thomas, your attorney isn't here as of yet. When your attorney gets here, I will call your case.
Okay.
Our party's ready on Darnell Lee.
Judge, I'm here, the prosecutor, but the defense attorney is Mr. Earl Washington. He told me he'd be here closer to 9. I asked if he could come a little earlier, so I'm here just waiting.
Okay. All right, anyone ready for their case to be called?
Your Honor, good morning, Attorney Paul Kaiser on behalf of Ms. Al-Badri. We're just going to ask for an adjournment of the PCC for 4 weeks for discovery.
Okay, I can't get the 4-week adjournment. Well, let's go on the record, but 4 weeks is a long time. Let's go on the record and we'll discuss. Case 2355969, the people of state of Michigan versus Sabree Rahman Al-Badri, was charged with count 1, police officer assaulting, resisting, and obstructing. Count 2, police officer assaulting, resisting, and obstructing. And count 3, child abuse, 4th degree. And that's a misdemeanor. Count 4, operating while intoxicated, also a misdemeanor. And count 5, operating while intoxicated, also a misdemeanor, set for a PCC today. You know what? We don't have a prosecutor yet. You just put your appearance on anyway, Attorney Kaiser.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, Paul Kaiser, P55598 on behalf of Ms. Al-Badri. Your Honor, basically, we're just looking for an adjournment of the PCC. We'll waive any time requirements and to schedule this matter out for a chance to review and look at discovery.
Do you have discovery?
I received some video this week. I looked at some of it. Some of it, there seems to be, it came across as an error, and I'm missing the paper discovery.
Okay, Ms. Al-Badri, can you put your name on the record, please?
Yes, Sabree Rahman Al-Badri.
Thank you. I want the prosecutor in here for this to see what's going on with discovery, make sure you have everything. Outside of reviewing discovery or needing to review the discovery, is any other reason for the long request of the 4 weeks?
Well, I'm taking, the only reason is at the end of next week, I'm taking a 2-week vacation, but I can handle PCC from out of town, I guess.
Well, I'm happy you're going on vacation. I want you to enjoy that.
Thank you.
So
There's one other issue I want to address with the court on this, and I don't think you need the prosecutor. She's on a tether for alcohol, and I think a GPS tether also. She was informed by the tether company she wasn't allowed to go to her home where she resides with her child at 3533 William Street in Inkster, Michigan. And I don't know if the court can enter an order allowing her to go there, but that's what we're asking for.
Okay.
This is AP Laura Nersessian. I'm going to stand in since the prosecutor is not on the record yet. I'm going to object to any discussions about the case or tether without that court and prosecutor to be present to make any arguments.
She's in the courtroom.
Okay.
So what I was getting ready to say is that the prosecutor's in here and any bond conditions or tether conditions, we have to wait for her to come to the court.
Thank you. I wasn't sure that I didn't see that on the order itself, so I was wondering where that came from.
Morning, Your Honor, Daniela Parrish on behalf of the people, P85495.
Okay, so the first thing is, Attorney Kaiser says he has digital but no paper.
Both were sent yesterday, or actually the day before yesterday, Your Honor. I did do a double check and resend the paper again this morning while we're on the record.
That would be great. I appreciate that. There was an error. There was quite a bit of discovery of the digital, and some of it came up in error. Not all of it did. And I didn't think that it was on my end because I was able to view some of it.
I give her one moment, she's gonna resend it.
Okay.
So is it that the paper was not received, or there's particular digital that you're having an issue with? I'll be honest with you, all I can actually do is just share it with you. If after reviewing it, you think something is corrupted or unviewable or something of that nature, you can specify what that is, and I can reach out to the OIC. We'll tell you however you see it is the same way I see it.
I really need the paper. It's not, I'm not able to view it.
Okay, the paper I can send you, that shouldn't be a problem at all. I was just, I apologize while you were talking, I thought you were also discussing digital.
Okay, so, do you think we need another PCC, Frank?
I mean, court can set it for exam if you want to go out 4 weeks. That would be fine.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. And can we have an in-person?
Yes. Definitely. So do you want to do that week of the 17th?
Yeah, that's correct, Your Honor.
How about, can we do the 17th at 10 o'clock?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. So Ms. Albadri, your exam has been set for in person, 36 District Court, April 17th at 10 a.m. There's also a bond condition that needs to be addressed. Can you restate it? I'm not sure if Ms. Parrish heard everything. She was walking in the courtroom as you were talking.
Okay.
Your Honor, I had appeared at the arraignment for Ms. Al-Badri, and I do have a copy of the pretrial release order, and I didn't see anything on there that prohibited it for going to her home at 3533 William Street in Inkster. And we're asking for permission from the court to return to that home. She's a resident there with her minor child, and she also has a 19-year-old son that stays there. And that's the only residence of that home.
Okay, is this a different condition from another case? Because I only have here no assaultive behavior, no drinking, no driving with the alcohol test.
It's all I have too, but Miss Al-Badri has informed me right before the hearing today that the tether company, or was it one of the tether companies, informed her that if she went back to that home, she'll be in violation.
Based on, do you know what, for what reason?
Miss Al-Badri, can you state?
Yes, Your Honor, they said that because of the child endangerment. So, because it's Malik's residence, also my son's, so they wanted me to be away until my court date today. And then, if you have any changes, I can go and sign the paper for the address change.
I'm just confused as to where that condition is imposed, how, when, and who did that.
When I was over there, they put the tether on. It was on the map restrictions.
Okay, I see 2 tethers, or tether requirement imposed and alcohol tether. I do see that, but I don't see where it said you can't go back home. Let's see here. You could give me one moment, I can call the magistrate and see, clarify what's going on here. I don't want to change this condition. And I'm pretty sure, prosecutor, you don't have any information about
I
it.
do not have any additional information. Let me honest, I would think that that would have been imposed, but if that wasn't part of the original and it was no assaultive as opposed to no contact, obviously people would just ask for it not to be additionally lowered, but I think that as you indicated, Your Honor, figure out what the actual order was.
Okay, so the ROA 408 doesn't say anything about not being able to go home. I will check with the, if the magistrate did not impose that, then I will resend over, the conditions to the teller unit so that you can go home. If for some reason the magistrate did impose that and was not put in the ROA, I don't know why, then Attorney Kaiser, I will have the court or the clerk contact you, let you know that.
Thank you, Judge. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Anything else? All right, you all have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Yeah, have a good day, Judge. Thank you.
Anyone else ready on their case?
Your Honor, I'm ready on Lawrence. Unfortunately, he's incarcerated at the Wayne County Jail and I don't see him on the screen.
Okay.
I think we're ready on Darnell Lee as well. I believe I saw Mr. Washington check in.
Yes, I'm ready on that.
Okay, let's handle Lee and we'll see what's going on in Wayne County Jail in the meantime.
Mr. Lee is also in custody in the Wayne County Jail.
Okay, so it's not ready either. All right.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Attorney Noakes.
I should be ready on Mr. David Wilder. I believe he's on, although his telephone is not properly marked.
Okay. You did say David. Okay, we're on the record as the people of the state of Michigan versus David Wilder, case 2260373. Mr. Wilder is charged with count 1, operating while intoxicated, third offense notice, which is a felony, and count 2, operating while intoxicated, occupant less than 16, second or subsequent offense notice. Count 3, operating license suspended, revoked, and or denied, which is a misdemeanor. Count 4, also domestic violence, misdemeanor, set for a probable cause conference appearances.
Good morning, Your Honor. Daniela Parrish on behalf of the people, P85495.
May it please this honorable court, William Noakes, P42796 of the Neighborhood Defender Service of Detroit. On behalf of Mr. David Wilder, who's present via Zoom. Mr. Wilder, tell the court your name.
Mr. Wilder, unmute your device and state your name, please.
Your Honor, given that Mr. Wilder and I have previously spoken, and I'm looking for a preliminary exam, I'd just ask you to waive his appearance for purposes of the PCC and to set an exam date.
Okay. Do you have discovery, Attorney Noakes?
No, I do not yet have discovery.
Ms. Parrish?
Paper was sent to NDS's general discovery email on the 21st, Mr. Knox, and digital was sent on the 22nd. I can immediately right now resend the paper directly to yourself, but as I stated on the 22nd, digital was sent.
Okay, please don't send it again. I'll check with our office to make sure that it's come in, and if it hasn't, then I'll let you know.
Yes, just directly email me, Mr. Knox, and we'll take care of it.
Okay. So I have the week of April 3rd. I have a couple of days open, and also week of April 14th.
Give me just a moment, Your Honor, please.
Yes. I guess, Attorney Noakes, there are a couple of spots in here. So are you looking for some? I have something on the 29th at 9:30 and 10 o'clock. I have a that.
The 29th of March?
Yes.
Uh, can we do the 31st? I'd be wide open that day.
We have full at morning and afternoon that day,
Okay, on the 29th, what time, Your Honor?
9:30 or 10 o'clock.
9:30 would be fine. I'll take the 9:30.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, you have a good weekend.
You too. Mr. Wilder, I'll give you a call shortly.
Your Honor, did you say 10 a.m.?
Yeah.
Thank you.
For the person with the iPhone, can you state your name, please, sir?
Antoine Derek Davis.
Good morning, Your Honor. James O'Donnell for Mr. Davis.
Mr. Davidson?
Davis.
David. I don't see a Davidson. You have a case number by any chance? I don't see Mr. Davis on the docket today.
I believe his case number is 2258-213.
Okay, give me one moment. Yes, thank you. What do you think? We are going on. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was- my bad. That's the one where the lady says we was not allowed to go back home.
Oh,
Yeah. Saying that the ROA doesn't say that, so who set that term? Mr. Davis, what's your middle name?
Derek.
Okay. Okay, there was a PCC held on March 17th.
That's correct. And another PCC was scheduled for today.
Okay, it's not on the docket, but I will definitely address it today. And we have an exam set for April 10th, is that correct?
Yes, yes, Judge.
I do not have a file, but I will call the case. It's the people of the state of Michigan versus Antoine Derek Davis, case 22058213. Mr. Davis is charged with count 1, controlled substance delivery manufacturer, schedule 1, 2, 3, except marijuana and cocaine. Count 2, controlled substance delivery manufacturer, schedule 4, set for a CC today. Appearances.
Good morning, Your Honor. Danielle Church on behalf of the people, P85495. May I ask you to read that docket number one more time?
2258-213.
2205.
8213 and then 01.
Thank you.
Antoine Derek Davis.
And good morning, Your Honor. This is James O'Donnell, P42585. I'm here on behalf of Mr. Antoine Davis. Mr. Davis, could you give the judge your name?
Antoine Derek Davis.
Judge, at the PCC, I asked the prosecutor if he could try to locate any video from the interrogation of my client, which was held at the Detroit Detention Center. I haven't received anything from the prosecutor's office. I sent an email this week, again, asking for that discovery. I've also asked the prosecutor, again, the prosecutor I was communicating with, if they would consider a reduction in charge such that my client could take availability of the 7411 disposition. We'll be glad to report to the court on April 10th and see if any of those things can happen.
Okay.
Defense counsel, this is APA Parrish, and I believe at the end of the day, I was forwarded from our intern in an email that you had sent out.
Yes.
If you wouldn't mind to reach out to me, if you wouldn't mind, today. No. And I will do my part to see what we can do, if we can get a resolution prior to the exam. I know that the other APA did reach out. As of right now, we have not got any word that if actual video of the interrogation occurred, but I will follow up yet again. If you could just, again, I apologize, if you could kindly just email me directly today, I will get the process started to see if we can get a resolution.
All right, please put your email address and your name in the chat box.
I am here in person. I can ask the clerk to do it, but if you have a pen, I can read it off.
Certainly,
For you.
I'm ready to go.
Thank you, sir. D as in David, P as in Patrick, E as in Edward, R as in Robert, I as in Igloo, C as in Charles, at waynecounty.com.
DPERIC. Got it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And please, just detail what you're looking for, with a resolution, and I'll do my best to get something set up.
Very well. Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, I will see you on the 10th.
Set for an exam April 10th.
Yep, see you then. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Good morning, Judge. Good morning, Madam Clerk.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well. Happy Friday. Could I just check in with you? We have a couple at Division 2.
Yes, please.
First up on screen right now, we have Mr. Christopher Harris.
Okay.
And then we have a lot of other districts. I can only run one camera this morning for this courtroom. After Mr. Harris, we'll provide Elijah Lawrence.
Okay.
After Mr. Lawrence, we'll provide Darnell Lee.
Okay. All the attorneys are present, so it shouldn't take that long.
Great, thank you.
Okay, we'll start with Harris. I'm sorry, Judge, I was trying. Oh, you know what? Okay. Okay, Attorney Magnuson is on the phone. We have Christopher Harris ready to go, Attorney Magnuson. Okay. Deputy, is there any way you can switch Mr. Harris? His attorney is not responding. Literally waiting, you know. Attorney Magnuson? Mr. Harris, can you hear me? Can you let the deputy know that your attorney is not responding?
Yeah, I can hear you also. The only issue is I'm by myself right now. So in order to go get Mr. Lawrence, I'd have to take Mr. Harris back and then go get Mr. Lawrence and then go back take it. It's just, unfortunately, I got to wait for Mr. Magnuson to be ready.
Good, okay, so you know what, actually, one of the prosecutors just called him, and we're gonna call him as well, so he can get off the phone and report.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. While we're waiting, Adrian Haydar,
Yes, Judge.
will this be, are you all looking for a date on this case? The exam date, I can see all that.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yes.
Okay, so while we're waiting, we can discuss the dates. I have one time open it March 29th at 10 o'clock.
Well, I'm gonna be in a jury trial that day. I could probably do the 30th or the 31st.
The 30th and 31st are completely, they're all booked up.
Is there anything on the 3rd or the 4th?
Yes, the 3rd, I have a 9:30 and the 4th at 9 o'clock.
If I can just check that date, Your Honor.
Okay.
4th is better for me, Mr. Washington.
Okay. I'm supposed to be starting a trial on the 4th. Actually, the 3rd would be better.
Okay,
So 9:30 on the 3rd.
yeah, that's gonna have to work.
Yes, that'll be good.
Okay, we just need Attorney Madison to get on the phone so we can move forward. I'm gonna call him again. Do you, I mean, Attorney Washington, do you have discovery?
Your Honor, I have the paper. I have the paper discovery. I don't believe I have the digital discovery.
I believe I sent it to you, Mr. Washington, but I can resend it as well whenever we had the bond hearing.
Okay, I'll check that. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, I do have the digital discovery.
Great, thank
Okay,
you.
Yeah.
while we're waiting, Attorney Alex, I guess we can discuss dates. If we're looking for an exam date as well.
Your Honor, we are just going to waive.
Okay, so we really do need him on screen.
Yeah, unfortunately, Judge. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for letting me know.
That just isn't that yet from Lawrence, right?
Judge, I'm switching out Mr. Lawrence and Mr. Harris. So Mr. Lawrence is on screen now, and then when he's done, I'll put Harris back.
Okay, we are on the record as the people of the state of Michigan versus Elijah DeJour Lawrence, 2355982. Mr. Lawrence is charged with a count of motor vehicle unlawful driving away, set for a probable cause conference today. Appearances.
Good morning, Your Honor. Daniela Parrish on behalf of the people, P85495.
Good morning, Your Honor. Joseph Alex P. 42284 on behalf of Mr. Lawrence, who is on the screen in the Wayne County Jail. Mr. Lawrence, please state your name.
My name is Elijah DeJour Lawrence.
Thank you, sir. And is it correct that your client wishes to waive his exam today?
That's correct, Your Honor. I met with him personally at the Wayne County Jail, and he has elected to waive the preliminary examination. He is aware of the consequences of such waiver.
Okay. Is that correct, Mr. Lawrence?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objection from the people?
No objection, Your Honor.
You want threaten you or force you to waive your exam today, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
I said, did anyone threaten you or force you to waive your exam?
Oh, no.
I would hope the answer is no. Okay.
I couldn't hear you.
Okay, that's fine. If you can't hear me, just ask me. I'll repeat it, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Lawrence, do you understand you have a right to an exam?
Could you repeat that?
Do you understand that you have a right to a preliminary exam?
Oh, yes.
Okay, and that if you were to demand that exam, the prosecutor would have to show at the probable cause standard, which is a much lower standard in criminal law, but still a standard, that the one charge I read off was committed in the city of Detroit and that you probably committed that crime. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that by waiving your exam, the people do not have to show that. You understand? And knowing that information, do you still wish to waive your exam?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did anyone promise you anything for you to waive your exam today?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, I find your waiver to be freely, understandingly, and voluntarily given. I will have you bound over to Third Circuit Court, Frank Murphy Hall of Justice, for an arraignment on the information. It would normally be 1 week from today since you're in custody. Oh, you know what it is? It will be March 31st at 9:00 a.m.
Your Honor, thank you. Your Honor, I would ask for a DSU referral regarding Mr. Lawrence.
Okay, I will put that on the file to order it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lawrence. I'll bring those documents to you today or tomorrow.
Great, thank you.
And Attorney Alex and Mr. Lawrence, do I have your permission to sign your names on the waiver form?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Lawrence?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. You all have a good day. Okay, we're all set with Mr. Lawrence. Maybe.
Thank you.
Bring up Mr. Lee. Have a good one, Attorney Alex.
Thank you.
I used to have two.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
I
yeah.
has two.
Yep.
One McComb and one.
Sure, Al.
Bank College.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go there.
Where's the three?
Hello, Attorney Kaiser. Welcome back.
Yeah, they sent it back over to you. Hi, from Judge King, because it's not a special prosecutor in that case, is what I was told.
Okay. All right, so we'll have the same date and I will put in the inquiry as to the house arrest or the not being allowed to go home.
You know, the other thing was, Your Honor, on the pretrial order was that there was no house arrest. It was just the alcohol tether. And for some reason, she has 2 tethers now. I just noticed that.
Yeah, I saw the 2 tethers. I'll get some clarification and I'll have her contact or email.
Thank you, Judge.
Well,
Have a good day.
you too. So. Okay, is this Mr. Lee? Mr. Lee? No. it's not. Back to Mr. Harris. I can't hear anything. Attorney Magazine, you have 2 clients here, both in custody. We were waiting for you. They have them in order. We can't move forward until the person's in the chair's address. Whenever anyone's ready to speak, the court's here and available. I don't know which case to call at this point.
This is Mark Magidson on behalf of Mr. Moore and Mr. Harris. They're both the same person.
Okay, we've been waiting. Two, 3555957 people of state of Michigan versus Christopher Harris was charged with count 1 assault with intent to murder, count 2 assault with intent to do great bodily harm less than murder or by strangulation, count 3 weapons, firearms possession by a felon, count 4 assault with a dangerous weapon, felonious assault, count 5 weapons, felony firearm, count 6 weapons, felony firearm, count 7 and 8 weapons, felony firearm with the second offense habitual offender notice. Also, people of the state of Michigan versus Christopher Moore, 2159420. And charged on this case with count 1 assault with intent to do great bodily harm less than murder by strangulation, count 2 weapons, firearms possession by a felon, count 3 weapons carrying concealed, count 4 and 5 weapons, felony firearm, the habitual offender second offense numbers, both set for a probable cause conference. We'll start with the lower case, the 2021 case appearances.
Good morning, Your Honor. Lauren Nersessian on behalf of the people, P67104.
Good morning. This is Mark Magidson on behalf of Mr. I think he goes by Christopher Moore in that case.
Yes, I have Christopher Moore on that case. Correct. Mr. Moore, can you state your name, please?
My name is Christopher Moore. Yes. Christopher Ruben Moore, my fault.
Thank you. Okay, are there any discovery issues or any preliminary matters that need to be addressed?
I guess 2 things, just on behalf of Mr. Moore, we would request a preliminary exam date. And let me just ask Madam Prosecutor there, do I have the discovery on the other case? Do I have the discovery on this case as well?
Good. If you don't, I can resend it.
I'd appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay, and as far as the 23 case. Are you just looking for exam date as well, or you need discovery? For the 2023 case, Attorney Magazine, do you need discovery or do you have discovery on that case?
I have the discovery on that case.
Okay. And Mr. Moore, do you also go by Christopher Harris?
I mean, that's the name that got me. I only use one name for myself, my Ms. Honor.
Okay, I also have on here also known as Leonard Conner, Christopher Ruben Harris, and Christopher Ruben Moore.
He also goes by Christopher Smith, Your Honor. He has multiple aliases.
I never used none of these names and no authorities, period.
Okay, I don't have Christopher Smith on the information for the charges.
I will amend that at the exam, Your Honor. It was a
Okay.
name that he was giving the officers at the time of his arrest.
Okay. And you want both of these dates or the exam set on the same day, Attorney Magazine, or separate days?
That seems to make the most sense and most efficient use of everybody's time.
Okay. Since he is in custody, I'm looking to squeeze him in. What about the 31st on Friday at 9 o'clock?
31st of March
Yes,
at 9 o'clock.
yes.
Well, sure, we'll make that work.
Okay. Does that work for you, AP Intercession?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. I will already be in your courtroom on another matter.
Okay.
Judge, for what it's worth, I would like if the court could order a pretrial services report regarding bond.
Okay, I will have one ordered.
And Mr. Moore, I will be talking to you on Sunday.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay.
So I'm sending them both for 9 o'clock, and whichever case you will want to hold first, we'll just do it that way.
That sounds like a plan.
Okay, I will see you next week. Mr. Moore, your cases have both been set for next week, 31st at 9 o'clock a.m. in person in 36th District Court.
In person?
Yes, in person, sir.
Okay.
If nothing else, we are all set on this case, on both cases.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good weekend.
You as well. Thank you. You're all set, Mr. Moore. Okay. Yes. So, this is the time to be. Okay. Yes, but I gave you the thank you. What's your name, sir, in Wayne County Jail Division 2?
Okay, go ahead.
Darnell Lee.
Thank you. Okay, case 23559 for two people of the state of Michigan versus Darnell Lamar Lee, who is charged with count one, controlled substance delivery, manufacture cocaine, heroin, or another narcotic less than 50 grams. Count two, controlled substances, possession, cocaine, heroin, or another narcotic less than 25 grams. Set for a probable cause conference today. Appearances?
Good morning, Rhonda Hadar for the people, P84161.
Good morning, Your Honor. Earl Washington, Neighborhood Defender Service, P31383, on behalf of Mr. Darnell Lee.
And Mr. Lee, can you state your name again for the record?
Darnell Lamar Lee.
Thank you. And we briefly spoke off the record regarding an exam date that we have set for April 3rd at 9 o'clock. As well as, Attorney Washington, you have both digital and paper discovery, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Was that for 9:30 or 9 a.m.?
I'm sorry, 9:30, I believe I said.
9:30, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, anything else we need to address?
Just for the record, I'll have 3 witnesses. I'm gonna add on a couple of charges at exam. But that's all.
All right.
Attorney Washington, did you hear that?
Yeah, I have nothing further, Your Honor. And
Okay.
Mr. Lee, I'll speak to you this weekend.
Okay.
All right, good weekend. Thank you for patience today.
All right, thank you, Judge. I hope you and your staff have a good weekend.
Thank you, you too.
Thanks.
Thomas Kwame, your attorney's logged on now. Attorney Perlman, good morning.
Good morning.
Can you speak to your client before it's on the record?
Yes, good morning, Attorney Jeff Perlman on behalf of Kwame Thomas, P80517.
And do you need to speak to Mr. Thomas in the breakout room?
May I speak to the prosecutor?
Sure. Ms. Carriage, this is on Mr. Thomas.
Yes, hi.
Good morning.
Good morning. Obviously, my client is in custody. Are there any current offers on this matter?
And I apologize, I was handling a different matter when you started counsel. Which defense? Which defense?
Not fine.
I'm sorry?
Thomas, Kwame.
Oh. Defense counsel, I have not reviewed your defendant's record, but if you want to email me directly today, and we can put forth what your beliefs are and as to why, and I will take it to my supervisors and see if we can get this resolved before exam.
Okay, and then that's what I was gonna suggest. In the meantime, we could just keep things moving forward and schedule this for an exam.
Okay.
Did you receive, I sent paper and digital discovery 2 days ago on the 22nd. Do you have both those, counsel?
Let me see here. If you sent it, I should have received it. I believe I did. Yes, I believe I did.
My email, if you do not have it, is D as in David, P as in Patrick, E as in Edward, R as in Robert, I as in Igloo, C as in Charles, at waynecounty.com. You can send me that email today and see keying a resolution, and we will get the process going, and hopefully I can have something by the middle of next week.
Okay, very well.
All right, let me call the case. This is case 2155724, people of the state of Michigan versus Darius Thomas Kwame. Charged with 1 count of police officer assaulting, resisting and obstructing, and a misdemeanor count 2 assault or assault and battery with the habitual offender third, and it's notice set for a probable cause conference.
Good morning, I'm Danielle Pierce on behalf of the people, P85495.
Good morning, Judge. Jeff Perlman, P80517 on behalf of Kwame Thomas.
Mr. Thomas, can you state your full name for the record, please?
Kwame Darius Thomas.
Why do they have your name this way? It's as if your last name, well, you probably don't know. So your name is Kwame Thomas?
Yes.
Okay.
It's all
And Judge,
Judge,
you know, we were trying to locate this case for a while, and I think that was the issue, the name issue.
They have all, it's mixed up every single possible way. Okay, Mr. Thomas.
Right.
Good morning.
Morning.
Okay, we're just looking for an exam date at this point, correct?
Correct.
All right,
No.
you are in home, they're gonna take a look. Two weeks, just to be safe. I'm sorry. Okay, the week of April 10th, Attorney Perlman, do you have, I have the April 6th at 11 o'clock, April 11th at 10:30.
Let me see here. April 10th at what time?
11 o'clock?
Do you have anything else that day? I do have, April 11th at, is there any other times besides 10:30?
Let me check. I don't think so. You want to go earlier or later?
A little later. I have a Zoom matter at 10:30. It shouldn't take too long, so by like 11:30 or something would be ideal.
Okay, 11:30. We'll do 11:30.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
So April 11th at 11:30.
Perfect.
Okay,
Thank you, Judge.
welcome, Mr. Thomas. Your exam has been set for in-person preliminary examination, April 11th, 11:30 a.m. at 36th District Court. And we will have that written sent over to Macomb County to make sure he is sent over for his exam date.
Perfect. Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
You as well.
Kwame, I'll talk to you.
All right.
Thank you.